I work as a freelance software developer. Long hours, endless deadlines, barely any rest. Most days blurred together. Coffee, code, exhaustion. I never imagined the weekend ahead would change everything. When winter came, I finally decided to take a break. A weekend to visit my parents in the northern hills. They said the mountain air clears the mind. I hoped it would clear mine. I packed my bag, shut my laptop, and locked my apartment. City lights vanished behind me. The road ahead twisted into mountains I barely recognized. The highway stretched like a silver ribbon through pines. Cool wind rushed through the half-open window. For a fleeting moment, peace replaced exhaustion. But something in the trees seemed to watch me. The sun sank behind ridges, painting clouds gray. Shadows flickered across the forest floor, moving in ways my mind shouldn't see. A chill ran down my spine. Snow began to fall, drifting slowly. It melted on the windshield in tiny rivulets, like whispers on glass. Beautiful, but eerie, as if the forest itself exhaled. Gray light faded fast. Rain tapped against the windshield, then became a hammering downpour. Wipers squealed in protest. The forest pressed close on both sides. Through the rain, I noticed a narrow road veering right. A wooden sign leaned in the wind. Ridgeway Hotel, vacancy. I'd never seen it before. I slowed. The gravel crunched beneath my tires. Branches scraped the car, almost like warnings. Something about the sign felt wrong. The headlights barely cut through dense fog. A shadow darted between trees, too tall to be a deer. My pulse kicked. I pressed forward. Faint yellow lights appeared. They flickered, then shifted slightly, but like someone moving them. Was I imagining it? I couldn't tell. The building emerged. Old timber and patches of new paint, lights trembling in the storm. It wasn't welcoming, but it was safe. At least that's what I told myself. I parked, snow crunching beneath my boots. Inside, warmth and faint smoke greeted me. An older man in a gray suit sat behind the desk, still as stone. "Evening," I said. "Storm's bad tonight," he murmured, eyes studying me too long. He slid the guest book across the counter. Every entry looked decades old. I signed my name. The pen scratched like it was resisting. Behind him, a painting showed guests in front of the hotel. One face unnervingly familiar. Room 3 creaked under my steps. Wood floors, small bed, window to the dark forest. Wind howled outside, voices I couldn't place. Before sleep, 3 deliberate knocks tapped against the window glass. Slow, uneven steps echoed outside the door. They paused. A whisper floated. "Still there?" I opened the door, empty hallway. Just dim light and wind. I pressed my ear to the wood. Same room. Still there? On the floor, I noticed wax plugs in the keyhole, sealed from the inside. Why would anyone do that? The noise stopped. Even the wind vanished. The curtain swayed slightly, though the window was shut. Cold air bit at my skin. Downstairs, one lamp flickered near the counter. The guest book lay open. My signature blurred and faded, and a new name appeared below mine. Fresh ink. I was the only guest, weren't I? Above the desk, a glass frame reflected me. When I turned, my reflection stayed facing forward and smiled. A loud crash upstairs, then another. Doors slammed in rapid succession. Lights flickered violently. The old man's glassy eyes followed me. He leaned forward. "You didn't sign out," he said softly. The words repeated faster. "You didn't sign out." I stumbled back, heart hammering. I bolted through the doors. Cold fog hit me like ice. Behind me, the hotel glowed faintly orange. Then it vanished. Only trees, snow, and silence remained. My car sat where I left it, half buried in snow. The engine roared. Fog rolled thick through the forest. I glanced back, only a faint, fading glow. Back home, the smell of smoke lingered in my clothes. I searched online. Ridgeway Hotel, built 1912, burned 1971. One guest never identified. The group photo appeared, my face circled in red. Caption: Unidentified guest. Body never recovered.